Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers Peter, it's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic, now the game itself.
Well, we're underway. Mbappe. Madrid finding their passes.
He's in a great position here.
Shapes to shoot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Højlund.
Oh, that's up. There's the shot! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That is good alertness. Menu. Casemiro. Now who's going to be first to this? Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. He is through here!
Oh, well played.
Menu. Casemiro. To Bruno Fernandes. He's shifting through the gears here. Ahmad.
He's in space and looking for options.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Chouameni. And it's Bellingham.
Well, they've got it again. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Chouameni. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Tries to pass it through. Matheus Cunha.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Menu. And here's Højlund. And he welcomes it in. And he's quick to get it clear again. Chouameni. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nice sequence of passes this. That's a cute ball. Oh, that was vital. Well-timed, excellent interception. Menu. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mendy promptly onto that, and that is that. Casemiro cuts out the pass. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rudiger. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's made its way to him.
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And they get themselves in front!
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Passing nice and neat. That has ended up in no man's land. Menu. Højlund.
Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. This looks promising. Oh, look at the space here. Aimed beyond the defence, and it's Chouameni. That could spell trouble.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Madrid are up by the odd goal in 3. Just about shading things at the break. Here we go again then. Now it's Højlund. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now it's Chouameni. That's a sharp pass. Bellingham, looking to play him in.
Tries a shot! And he hits the net!
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Mbappe might just make this. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. And it's Menu. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Threads one in. Heaven gets over. Oh no, this does not look good. Kamavinga. Played back in. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Højlund.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rudiger. Just about up to the hour now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
No, it's not getting there. Manchester United have their second corner now. Chance! He has done it! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Manchester United get themselves... Oh, what a mistake! Shot a goal! And he's following up! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Carvajal goes short. Vinicius Junior! Casemiro is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Camavinga. Carvajal. And here's Camavinga. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly. Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Menu. Oh, good read. Bellingham. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, nicely intercepted. Menu. Oh, it's a great ball here. Menu. Looking for options for movement. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bruno Fernandes. Terrific header! And the lead stays intact, just.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 3. El dorsal
And it's Mount. The most accurate pass.
El dorsal 21. El dorsal 19. El dorsal 17. El dorsal 4.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through, closing in on goal.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Hangs in a cross. And he's there to clear it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Now it's Dani Ceballos.
Brahim Diaz!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, delightful ball.
And the shot! Sticks it away! They have stolen level at the last!
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Oh, super ball!
Oh, this...
And the shot! Brahim Diaz! That's brilliant! Late in the day, this could well be it!
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Madrid take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find...
And that will be the final act. Madrid have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they could take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Vinicius Junior. And that's a good... And he shoots! Really nicely worked opportunity, that's some lovely exchanges.
Vinicius Junior really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
Now it's Højlund. Spread it left.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's lost his man here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, France certainly produced some fine defenders in recent times, and this boy, Lenny Yoro, seems to be another superb prospect. Extremely confident on the ball. He has a wonderful passing range that allows him to bypass the high press, and he's the type of defender you can't do without nowadays.
OK, interesting. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Menu. Menu. Now it's Højlund. Knocks it into space. This looks Matches Cunha! They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Menu. And it's Casemiro. Tries to pass it through. Rodrigo. Bruno Fernandes. Camavinga. Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Well timed, excellent interception. Casemiro. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. And that's going to be a goal kick. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Chouameni, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's found support out wide. No, that's been intercepted. Real chance! He's delivered all right! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Marcó en el minuto 29 el dorsal 7.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Mbappe. Ambitious ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Chouameni. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Bayendir claims comfortable.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, this is a chance for a shot! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Yoro promptly onto that, and that is that. Bellingham over to the left. Well, that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Chouameni. Oh, that's superb. Looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Madrid are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And the action is back underway. Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. That has ended up in no man's land. Yoro deals with that comfortably.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now, can they get him away?
He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Bruno Fernandes!
And it's Bruno Fernandes. This might spell danger. Eder Militao gets rid without sophistication. Mendy.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rodrigo. Yoro cuts it out. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's been played through. Oh, just skips past his man.
Can he finish?
It's run loose. Who's going to... And he's following up! Well, now it's a race.
That's another chance!
Big relief. It just needed better contact.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Bruno Fernandes. Looking to play him in. Kamavinga. And it's Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe has it in a wide position. Bellingham. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's Højlund. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to play it through. And he's there to belt it away. Eder Militao did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Cross into the box. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 6.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
El dorsal 4.
Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank.
And the shot! Oh, taken with style. Just cruising. They are cruising.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Anthony, he's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's got the beating of his man. Chouameni, Madrid finding their passes. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior!
The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Dani Ceballos.
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
The final 5 minutes. Mbappe, he's on it, can he get...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, impressive strike.
Just eases him off the ball. He's through, now is he in? Anthony. Alexander-Arnold. Goulet. And it's Tchouaméni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's Ceballos. And here's Rodrigo. Played out towards the right wing. And the number on the board is 3. Shot could be on. Vinicius Junior. And the keeper has it. Oh, that's well spotted. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. Madrid going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
The action has already started. Threads one in. Gavi. That is good alertness. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries to pass it through. Mendy gets over and intercepts. Bellingham. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think this guy, Gavi, is someone who really does show his Catalan pedigree, Peter, where the philosophy is to love the ball, to demand the ball, to protect the ball. And he'll always...
Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona!
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. And that's...
He's had a shot!
And they've got rid. Out of play for a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Gavi.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Koundé. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vinicius Junior.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Koundé. Mbappe does well to stand firm and defend it. Oh, what has happened here? Gavi. Pedri. Now it's Rashford. Eder Militao makes the interception. And it's Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Chouameni. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. And it's lofted through here.
Shoots!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he has been fouled there. And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Gavi. Rashford. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Distributed tidily. Now it's Mbappe. Mendy. Now it's Rodrigo. He's through, now is he in?
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Gavi! He can get that clear. And that's definitely not his best. Mbappe. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Rashford. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has left him in a heap. Mbappe. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the second half gets underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Camavinga. That's a sharp pass.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bellingham. Pedri. Looking for... And he shoots! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught napping!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rashford. Madrid still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Madrid finding their passes. Vinicius Junior. Gavi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Eder Militao can get it clear. De Jong. And he's well positioned here. Bellingham. He shifted it to the flank. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And he's been shifted off it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Pedri. De Jong. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And Balde. Camavinga did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 5 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 8,
Valverde.
el dorsal 19.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mendy. Now it's Lewandowski.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Casado. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. That's a decent clearance. Quick look, then plays it in. Cleared away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Pass somewhat off target. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Valverde. Ceballos.
Ceballos really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Valverde. 5 minutes left on the clock. Mbappe. That is good strength. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish.
Can he finish?
That is decidedly lacking.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
There is
7,
some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card.
It's Lewandowski! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
That's where we have to end it. From me. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything.
And there's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. And it's been taken short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And this is Lewandowski. Balde spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run. Fires it in low. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Araujo makes the interception. That is ended up in no man's land. That's an imaginative pass. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Flings in across. Madrid given another corner. So, third corner of the game. Mendy goes short. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Rashford. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Still goalless. Now it's Rashford. Tchouameni. And here's Vinicius Junior. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Rodrigo, played into space. Camavinga providing an outlet on that flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Vinicius Junior. That's an excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. And that's put paid to a promising move. Has a shot! Oh my word, that is quite something! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what...
Great chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Good, can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Madrid get their fourth corner. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. And that was nowhere near his best. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's there to retrieve it.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Lewandowski. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's found a way through. Pedri! That is not possible.
And he's following up!
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Now that's well seen too. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Madrid happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more. Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Lewandowski. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. Now it's Mbappe.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Aims beyond the defence, and he's worked it through. Plenty to aim at here.
And the shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Vinicius Junior!
That's another chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Bellingham, and it's Camavinga. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Tchouaméni. Can they counter? And here's Rodrigo. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And he's picked it up out wide. Who saw this coming? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nicely weighted ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Knocks it out wide, engages and forces him off the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Gavi. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10.
We have got changes here for both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 22. El dorsal 5. El dorsal 6. Serán sustituidos.
De Jong.
El dorsal 21. El dorsal 9. El dorsal 4.
It's a good ball out wide.
El dorsal 15.
And he's managed to get free. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Arda Güler. And he shoots! They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now this tries a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof!
Brahim Diaz really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Dani Olmo. Christensen.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now that looks a decent ball. And it's made its way to him. And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So just time for...